This AI content planner was built completely inside Claude. It can organize video ideas, generate YouTube titles, and hooks with AI. There is no external API key, there is no separate hosting setup, and it's created by describing what I want in normal language. But before we build it, let's understand what a Claude artifact actually is. Imagine you ask Claude to create a weekly workout plan. In a normal conversation, Claude gives you the plan as text. You read it, you can copy it, but it is still only a message inside the chat. An artifact can turn what same workout plan into an interactive tool. You can mark exercise as complete, track your weekly progress, update the plan when needed. The chat gives you information. The artifact gives you something you can actually use. Here's another example. You can ask Claude to organize your potential customers. A normal response may give you a simple table, but an artifact can turn that table into a working lead tracker. You can search for customers, update their status, add follow-up data, and see which opportunities need attention. The information may be similar, but the artifact is easier to use, update, and reuse. Here's the simplest definition. A Claude artifact is a reusable tool or piece of content that Claude builds in a separate window besides the conversation. The chat is where you explain what you want. The artifact is the thing Claude creates for you. Artifacts can be documents, diagrams, web pages, dashboards, calculators, interactive tools, games, or AI-powered applications. You don't need an artifact for every question. If you ask Claude a simple question, a normal response is enough. But an artifact is useful when you want to edit, interact with, reuse, download, or share the result. Now let's build a real one. We are going to create an AI content planner for YouTube creators. The first version will let us add video ideas and track their production status. Then we will improve the dashboard. After that, we will add Claude-powered title, hook, and outline generation. Finally, we will add storage so the application remembers our content between the sessions. We will do all of this inside the normal Claude conversation. We are not using Claude Cowork. The chat is where we give the Claude instruction and the artifact will appear beside it. Before we starting, check that code execution and file creation are enabled. Open your Claude settings, go to capabilities, then enable code execution and file creation. Claude requires this capability to create and run artifacts. On team or enterprise accounts, the setting may be controlled by your organization administrator. Now let's create the first version. We will begin by describing the workflow, not the technology. I'm telling the Claude who the application is for, what users need to do, which information it should manage. I'm also defining the categories and production stages. I'm not telling the Claude which framework or programming library to use. For the first version, we care about the result and user experience. Claude will decide how to build it. The application now appears in a separate panel besides the conversation. The separate workspace is the artifact. The conversation is where we give the instruction. The artifact is the application Claude is building. Do not immediately ask Claude to change the colors or redesign the page. First, test whether the workflow works. I will add a real video idea. The idea appears correctly and I will change its production status. That also works. Next, I will add a second idea and delete it. I will also submit an empty form to check whether the application validates the input. Finally, I will reduce the browser width to see whether the layout remains usable on a smaller screen. This is where many people use artifacts incorrectly. They judge the first version only by how it looks. But first, we should confirm that the main actions work. The design can be improved afterward. Now we can improve the user experience. The prompt is specific. I'm not saying make it better. I'm telling the Claude which information should be easier to understand and which controls should be added. We now have the summary cards, filters, search, progress indicators, clearer empty state. Claude updated the existing artifact instead of creating completely separate application. We can also use the version selector to compare this version with the previous one. If an update makes the application worse, we can return to an earlier version. The first version proved that the core workflow works. Now we can make the planner more useful for a real content process. I'm adding information that affects how video will be packed and produced. I'm also adding the different ways to view the information. The dashboard shows the overall picture. The list is useful for searching and editing. And the Kanban board shows where every video is the production flow. This is better than asking to Claude to create every possible feature in the first prompt. Build the core, test it, then add one useful layer at a time. The planner works, but it's still normal application. Now we are going to add Claude directly inside it. We are moving from a normal interacting artifact to an AI-powered artifact. Claude can add intelligence directly inside the application. We don't need to create external Anthropic API key and pass it into the code. People using shared AI-powered artifact authenticates through own Claude accounts. Their usage counts against their own Claude limits. Let us test it. The application uses the information from this video idea and generates 5 titles. I can select one and save it as a final title. Now we can generate the opening hook, and it can turn the same information into complete chapter outline. This is no longer only a content database. It's becoming AI content workflow. Adding AI is not enough. We also need to define what output means. The first title may be usable, but they can still feel generic because the assistant does not understand our content rules. I am giving the Claude clear constraint. The tool name should appear early, the title should promise a specific result, the hook should show the payoff immediately, and the outline should focus on the build rather than a long introduction. Let us generate this title again. The second result is more focused because Claude now has a clear standard to follow. AI configuration improves the consistency, but the human review is still necessary. There is a real build, so we would not pretend everything works perfectly on the first attempt. Here's an issue. When I prompt this action, I expect this result, but the application behaves differently. Instead of asking Claude to fix everything, I will describe the exact action, the exact behavior, what happened instead. That gives the Claude enough information to investigate the correct path of application. When Claude detects an artifact error, it may also show you a try fixing with the Claude button. After the update, repeat the original action. An error disappearing does not automatically mean the workflow is fixed. We need to test the result. Our application is useful, but it has one important problem. It may forget our information when the session ends. To take it genuinely useful, we need persistent storage. Claude Artifacts can use personal and shared storage on supported plans. Personal storage means every user keeps separate private information. Shared storage means every user using the artifact can interact with the same information. For this application, personal storage is the correct choice because each creator's content plan should remain private. Persistent storage works only after the artifact is published. It's designed for the text data, and the Claude's current documentation lists a 20 megabyte storage limit per artifact. Now I will update this idea, close the application, and open it again. The content remains available because it's saved across sessions. Be careful when choosing the personal or shared storage, especially when the artifact may contain sensitive information. Even though we created the application through conversation, the result is not a locked black box. We can open the code behind the artifact. Here we can see the application interface, the AI functionality, and the storage logic Claude created. We can copy the code, download the files, and continue development outside the cloud. This is useful when Artifact begins a prototype, but later needs to become a larger application. Artifacts are excellent for quickly proving a workflow, but a full production system may still require additional security, testing, infrastructure, monitoring, and access control. When the application is ready, we can publish it. Publishing adds the artifact to the artifact collection and allows it to be shared. Before sharing it, test the published version separately. Make sure authentication works, make sure AI action work, and make sure one user cannot see another user's private information. And make sure no sensitive information appears in the prompts, source code, example data, and saved content. People using AI-powered artifacts sign in with their own cloud accounts. Their usage counts against their own cloud subscription limits, not the creator's limit. We could take this application further by connecting it to the external tools through the MCP. For example, the planner could create the publishing deadlines in Google Calendar. It could send production updates to Slack, or it could retrieve the task from the project management system. Each user must authenticate their own MCP connection. Sharing an artifact does not automatically share your personal access to an external service. MCP deserves separate tutorial, so we will keep this video focused building and adding AI, saving data and publishing the artifact. We started with simple description. Claude created the first interactive application. We tested the workflow before improving the design. We added multiple views, filters, production tracking, and detailed content information. After that, we added Claude-powered title, hook, and outline generation. Finally, we added personal storage and published the application. This is the right way to work with Claude Artifacts. Do not try to describe the perfect application in one enormous prompt. Build the smallest working version, test it, improve one layer at a time, and keep human in review in the workflow for anything generated by AI. For the next artifact, we can connect this planner to the Google Calendar through MCP and build AI research dashboard and create an interactive course application. Comment with the one that you want to see the next, and subscribe for tutorials about cloud, AI agents, automation, and building the real applications with AI.